Hornsworm Hat. This video I just want to talk about how the signs and the symbols, they've always been there and they've always been talking about it openly. And these people are all around you. I mean, what is... These inverted 33 orange people are the biggest consumers of mass media, more so than anyone. I remember in high school, in English class, they had us write down a list of your 10 favorite TV shows. I didn't watch TV. I really didn't. I mean, it would be on in the background when other people would be sitting there watching, but I never was a big TV watcher. And everybody had these top 10 lists. So not only did people have, a show or two that they watched, everybody watched more than 10 shows. And to me, that's insane. How do you watch that many shows? Where you're going to have some sort of top 10 list of your favorite TV shows. And I mean, it's because that's where they get the latest fashion. That's where they get the tranny jokes. It's where they learn how to pass. It's where they learn all the hand signs. It's always been there. It's where they learn how to talk like a tranny. Here, this is a YouTube video of a cooking channel. Look at the obvious invert. But just listen to what they say. People have always been talking like this. It's a cooking channel. They should be cooking.
Worm Hat. This is just too ridiculous. I have to show you. Just trying to watch a food recipe YouTube video. Listen to the words that this person uses. And, I mean, look at the way that they look, too.
Now, the beautiful alchemy that we're looking for here is that transition from...
The beautiful alchemy we're looking at here is that transition. So yeah, I recorded this earlier. This was a YouTube thing that just came up today. And this person makes a lot of sketches. This was a sketch about pastors. I think it was for youth pastor. It was like making fun of youth pastor leaders. And at the very beginning of this youth pastor sketch, there were devil horns flying left and right, pointing with devil horns, holding up the devil horns right at the beginning of this youth pastor sketch. So true. They've always been hiding in plain sight. They're eunuchs. And that's, I don't know, like what must be going through their head while they're pretending to be a Christian pastor, but they're throwing devil horns left and right. You have no idea how many people they send me. I mean, not anymore. I've just blocked most people that try to leave me links and say annoying stuff, but a lot of people are like, you got to check out this pastor. Oh, this pastor is amazing. Here, check out this video of the pastor. And you watch, skip through the video, and you'll see them throw devil horns, other signs. They've always been showing who they are. This is from It's Always Sunny. This is when Frank is pretending to be a snooty art collector, and right when Frank says, I'm going to tear your whatever, place where you show off your art, I forget what it's called. I'm going to tear this apart. And look, throwing off devil horns and middle finger. You'll see people, if they just want to subtly F you, point at things with a middle finger. Growing up, I had certain instances where, just one that I remember, just like a memory fragment, being at a convenience store, like a gas station, asking the person, hey, where's this at? And then pointing with devil horns, like really purposefully and obvious. And I remember thinking, like, why would you point with the devil horns? These people are children, they're childish. Look at this from Reddit earlier today. Rate my setup. Well, what do you notice? What time did they make sure to have on their retro Nickelodeon clock? 7:33. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. That's how easy it is. Orange 33. A lot of these inverts, they're really dumb. Their whole life revolves around sports ball or lip gloss and shoes and orange 33. It doesn't make you smart to orange 33. Tang on the moon. Orange, you glad I didn't say banana? Why is NASA Outer Space Fantasyland spacesuits white or orange? This obvious monkey suit, orange tan. More with NASA's orange. The boosters are orange. Somebody sent me this once, which was crazy. Unity Day. Wear and share orange. Yeah. You know about this, right? The Supertramp album cover with the orange juice on the Twin Towers like that? What about the alleged theater shooter who dyed their hair orange right before they were going to go to trial? It just, at a certain point, it gets ridiculous. All these things. NASA's full of orange. The criminal justice system is full of orange. It's letting you know that they have control. The eunuchs have control. And they're doing a play most of the time. Like no Adam's apple. Tiny, tiny, tiny female lips. It's a play. A Clockwork Orange. The colors mean something to these people. And orange specifically, it's the only color that's 33. It's a unity color. It does have connections with royalty, like purple and orange. And we have an orange president right now. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. They're immature actors, inverted eunuchs, and they talk with their hands. And I mean, there's a Bible verse that talks about people that, it actually says that they like speak with their feet or something weird like that. It says that they like wink their eyes, which is one of their signs, and teach with their fingers. So I believe what the Bible verse says. Yeah, they're, think of sleight of hand as a big deal. Having good sleight of hand powers, people really look up to that in Tranny Land. And I'll just end with some orange stories. I mean, you'd probably rather watch this than Donna Trump for this part. I'm just going to tell you my life orange stories that all clicked together. Okay, my strat sis always wore an orange t-shirt around 5th grade age. And that must be the age that they tell them about this orange stuff. Oh, you're part of an orange club, the Orange 33 Club. Wear orange. It's a good color. That's probably just what they tell them. My sister used to wear that shirt every day. Just a bright orange Reese's shirt. And in high school, there was someone at my high school that they went by Orange Kid. Even in their little bio thing, you know how seniors get to write stuff. Orange Kid. Loud and proud. There were people said rumors that this kid would drink a bunch of carrot juice to try to dye their skin orange. Another story from my life about orange. I was going on a trip across country, and my mom bought me the ugliest bright orange backpack. It's because it's like a calling card. She was putting a mark on me. Oh, here you go. Here's a new backpack. It was the ugliest thing ever. But it was like a big, bright... I mean, now that I know what I am and stuff, it's just, to me, it's so gross and weird to think that my mom would buy me a backpack with a bright color on it to draw attention to me. Like, hey, look at this thing over here. Look at this natural. Look at it. Makes me sick. In university, I was doing a project with somebody, a big Mason, pretty boy with a really gross looking strat girlfriend. Have you noticed how many couples where you're like, why is that extremely, good looking person with that horribly ugly person? And it's just the way that the inverts roll. They don't care about that stuff. I mean, not nearly as much. They're not in relationships for the same reasons that normal humans get into relationships. A lot of times they're all whacked out, where one super pretty boy is dating a dog face. And so yeah, I was working with this person, big time Mason, big Mason. They weren't particularly intelligent, but they would get these great internships, and they would be secretive about it. I can't talk to you about it. I can't talk to you about what. They get off on being withholding and feeling special, and this is going to be a huge product. Just you wait. And it's like sometimes they know something is going to be big. Sometimes they just know. Oh yeah, this is going to be a big thing. Anyways, this person, to get to the point, we worked on a project together, and we worked on a poster together, and we sent off our poster to their strat girlfriend who does graphic design. Our poster comes back, and it is like traffic cone orange all over. The brightest orange poster I've ever seen in my life. And now it's just like a big joke when I think back on all these things, all these ridiculous. Nobody in their right mind would make a poster giant bright orange. I thought it was just like, oh wow, very edgy, but I knew it was really ugly. But now that I know about the orange thing, it's just a big calling card. Next orange story. When I was just dumb and drinking and trying to fit in with the Bafo tears, I bought a hunting jacket, like a bright orange hunting jacket, and everybody loved it. I got compliments on it all the time. I eventually gave this jacket away to somebody because they just, every time I would wear it, they'd be like, oh man, that's such a cool jacket. I was like, you know what? Take it. I don't, you can have it, because they were just over the top excited about my bright orange jacket. And that's right, that's not normal. Why were people freaking out about my bright orange jacket? It was ugly, it was hideous, but people loved it. And when my wife had the baby shower for our first child, people bought us, you know, a lot of different stuff. And one of the things that her Free Martin's friends from high school bought was a bright orange changing pad cover. Again, the brightest orange. Ugly, ugly, ugly. This stuff would clash with anything. Why are people buying a bunch of products that are ugly and clash with everything? It's because it means something to them. The orange, it means something. And these are the same Free Martins that, going back and looking through photo albums, they're throwing hand signs in all the photos. It's just gross. These people are so childish. And the last few ones are with my family, buying gifts. My Rex dad, if he visits and buys like a bike pump, it's going to be bright orange. I have 2 bright orange bike pumps from my Rex dad buying bike pumps. And for this Christmas that just happened, got a gift from Rex dad for my daughter, and it was, you know, the little cars for little kids. I forget what they're called, but of course it's bright orange, and it's ridiculous. I just text back, or I texted like, oh, thanks for the gift or whatever. Thanks for a bright orange one. Because they know that I know about the Orange 33 stuff. I talk about it, and they still do this stuff to me. They're insane. And yeah, I mean, just one other. I may as well finish with it. It's nothing exciting or anything, but one time FaceTiming with my mom, and she had an Illuminati cup drinking coffee, and I'm like, oh, cool Illuminati cup you have there. And she said something about staying woke or whatever. And the topic comes up of her buying a new car, and I don't know how I brought it up, but I think I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna get an orange car? And she's like, yeah, I was thinking about getting an orange one. It's never ending. And I'm sure that you have stories of it in your own life. Maybe because I'm a natural, a unicorn, whatever. Maybe I've been specifically targeted with orange, but I mean, I've also just met countless people that their favorite color is orange, and they say it when it's not even necessary. I see this on TV sometimes. Oh, orange, that's my favorite color. So I'm sure everybody has stories like that, but I just have these, a few more stories, and I don't know if that's just personal to me. I have more orange stories than average, or if everybody has them like that. All right, that's it for this video. God bless everybody.